Hi, my name is Max. Today is November 16th, 2025, and it has been 19 days since I broke up with my girlfriend. Um, Yesterday I didn't record a video because my phone kept running out of storage, so I just made a post and I said I would combine 18 and 19 today. I haven't really done much because I've been sick. If you could tell by my voice and my stuffy nose. But when you're sick, you usually rest. So I've just been in my bed all this entire weekend, and I've just been thinking about her a lot. Yesterday was definitely a lot worse than today was, but I'll get into that more later. But yeah, nothing much has been happening outside of me thinking about her, because I haven't been able to do anything. I did a lot of homework today, and this club I'm an executive member in has a bake sale tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to I had to prepare for that. And it was kind of stressful because it's really last minute, but you got everything done. So yesterday when I woke up in the morning, I was on Instagram and I saw she liked this video, and then I clicked her profile and I saw she added "I love blank" and her new boyfriend's name was there, and that hurt me for a bit. I guess now, since it's the next day, I'm like more reflective, but like when I first saw it, it like stung me a bit because I'm like, oh wow, she's moving on, and like it's like in public, so like a lot of people can see that. So I guess her main focus now is just on her relationship and just trying to move on, which is respectable. But I was having a big conversation with ChatGPT, just like about her and like her activities online, and I think like she's been trying to move on these past few weeks, and now she's just like her focus is on her new relationship. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking, or that's what's happening. But she's still in her honeymoon phase, so like the love they have is probably still high, and like she probably does have those moments where she thinks about me, but it's like not as sorry, I'm so out of it. I took melatonin earlier. I was gonna go to sleep, but then I remembered I have to record this. What was I saying? She probably has moments where she thinks about me, but she just distracts herself with her new relationship. So I was talking to ChatGPT. I was talking about like her as a person and me and like our different attachment styles and how she's avoidant, and basically like I overwhelmed her near the end, and she wanted like we're too attached basically, and she just wanted to be with her friends more, and we couldn't find that balance. I think that's what drove her away, because I was like always like picking fights, like, oh, you always choose your friends over me. And I see it now from a more reflective standpoint, like it's not healthy how I was treating her and like how I was really attached. And I think that's the thing I've been working on. I've been trying to do things that like hanging out with my friends more, going to the gym, just doing things by myself. So at least I've made some growth. And I also talked about like the arguments we had and like what really caused us to like break apart. And I think it was like what I said before, I just overwhelmed her, and she was just so stressed from like us constantly arguing that like she just found comfort in her friends, and it was just such a big change. And instead of like trying to fight, like it was only me trying to hold on to a relationship. I'm pretty sure she was emotionally checked out, and I was the only one like really fighting for it. A relationship is two ways, so I've always blamed myself for it ending because like I never changed, but I realize now like I was still fighting for it in the end, and she was already emotionally checked out. So it's not only my fault, it's like both our faults, but there's like that big part in and how I was attached, and it plays a role in our breakup, but also her being an avoidant and not like trying to fight the issues and rather just running away. That also is one of the causes of the breakup. Today, so that was all of yesterday. I was just missing her, and I saw she wasn't online the entire day, so she was probably like out with her friends or her boyfriend. I don't know why that. I was like thinking about that so much. I guess it's because like she's living life without me now, and she's probably going on more dates with him because they're not long distance, so they could probably experience more like in-person stuff than we can. So I was thinking about that, but it's out of my control, and I should only focus on what I can't control. So that was all of yesterday, and then today, I was thinking about her, but it was better. I was like letting like those thoughts just pass by, and when I went on Discord today, I saw that she removed me from this server that we were both in. So, and I unadded her on Discord too. So we have like no way of contacting each other now on Discord because like it always says like the profile is unavailable or whatever, which I guess is good because like it's no contact, but like that kind of stung too because like I understand like why she wants to like cut off contact, but like I thought she would have done it sooner since it's been like almost 3 weeks, and like when I did it, it was like a weekend. So I don't know, maybe she was thinking about me or something, or she just saw like a reminder. But yeah, that hurt me for a bit too. But I realized she's just trying to live her life and trying to move on, so it's pretty valid. But like I said before, I wasn't really thinking about her too much today, and I think I'm like starting to move on a lot more. I'm not trying to distract myself as much, but I feel like that helps. Like when I'm calling my friends or doing work, it helps me like not think about her. But there are those moments where I'm just by myself thinking like what could have changed or how I could have done things differently. But it's all in the past now, so sorry to hear my dad. He's watching the Eagles game. But yeah, it's all in the past now, and you can't change the past, you can only change the future and what's in your control. So like I said before, I'm gonna just keep trying to change what I didn't do in a relationship, be less attached, have like more individuality, and just try and be like more patient. I've been meditating, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been meditating. I've been meaning to, but I haven't, so I'll need to do that more. I think that will help with patience. And what else? I like I said before, I've been like more reflective in relationship, and like I saw this one video that said like people who jump into relationships fast, they do it because they don't want to like deal with the feeling of grief, like what I'm going through, like of pain, and they just do it so they could have like that dopamine hit of like being with someone again. So I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing, but she'll eventually crash, which is like what I know is like the reality, but I'm thinking like what's that off chance that like she doesn't, and like she has like this healthy relationship blooms with him. Because when me and her initially got into a relationship, we were both it was kind of a rebound from both ways because we were both coming out of toxic relationships, and I wouldn't consider myself toxic, so maybe that's how it's different. But like we lasted like a year and like 3 months, like it was like a solid amount of time. So, and she like that crash never came. I guess it came like when we did break up, but like it was like a genuine relationship for a long time. So I'm just scared that might happen to her, and like I wish the best for her, but her rebound relationship might turn to like a long-term thing. But I'm always just, whenever I overthink, I just think about the worst possible outcome. So I'm probably just overthinking all of it, and like she shouldn't really hate me that much. I probably will still text her when the hoodie arrives. It should come this week. If it doesn't, I might text her and just be like, oh, when's it supposed to come? But yeah, I'm just gonna just keep focusing on myself and stop worrying about her. This week, during the week, it usually, like school and all my other extracurriculars, they like help distract me from thinking about her as much. But like I said, this weekend I was just really sick, so she was on my mind all the time. But every week it gets better, and it really is just about giving yourself time. And no contact means not just texting her, but like also not looking at her socials. So I'll update you guys again tomorrow, and yeah, I'll let you know how I feel.